Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have my first Christmas card of the season for you all. Just a very simple but fun kind of fun fold technique. So I just wanted to share this all with you. I'm using one of my favorite Christmas bundles in our current holiday catalog. This is the Wrapped in Plaid. So this is a stamp set that coordinates with this punch, and I always love a set that has a quick and easy punch, and I love that there's a lot of versatility here in the tree. So we are going to be using this today. We're also going to be using the Designer Series paper. Whoops, I just dropped my ink pad. The Wrapped in Plaid Designer Series paper, which is a beautiful set of papers too. I should have probably had this laid out for you guys better before I started, but let me show you the different patterns here. Of course, gorgeous plaids. You have cherry cobbler and shaded spruce in here, as well as some night of navy, gold accents, which are always nice at the holiday time. So here is the plaid side, and then you can see you have some more festive paper on the opposing side. So this is a great set to have. It's a 6x6, so quick and easy to use on projects. We are going to be using this pattern, and then we're also going to be doing some heat embossing. So I've done some dry embossing with our subtle embossing folder, and then we're going to do some embossing of the gold as well. We're going to use our delightful tack topper punch as well as our triple banner punch. So let's go ahead and get started. So for our card base, we have a piece of shaded spruce. This is 4 1/4 by 11. We are going to score this at 5 1/2. And then we're going to trim some off. So I have my Stampin' Trimmer here. And hopefully you guys saw my post on my Facebook page. Our new trimmer is going to be available soon. We've, as demonstrators, have seen a sneak peek, and it looks awesome. So we're very excited to be getting that. So I'm scoring this again at 5 1/2, and then I'm going to actually trim off 3 inches from one of my sides. So that will leave me with a base like this. And then we're also going to use this piece, so that's what's nice about this fold. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a nice burnish, and then we will do our dry embossing with our die cutting machine. So let me grab that. Okay, I'm going to grab my piece of cherry cobbler, and I need my subtle embossing folder. And we are going to put this in here, make sure I'm straight. Take one of my plates, let's run that through. I love the subtle folder just because it gives you a little bit of texture, but really doesn't take away from the rest of your design. And of course we want that gold embossing as well as the Designer Series paper to shine on this card. Alright, so now we can begin to do some of our layering. So I have a piece of Whisper White that is 4 by 5 1/4. That is going to be for the inside of our card. We will pick this up here. See, it looks pretty straight, I think. Okay, so we are going to use that piece of cherry cobbler that is embossed, and we're going to put that on our flap. So this isn't really a necessary piece, I just wanted to add a little bit more color. If you're good with just the designer series paper, you of course can just do that. So I'm just making sure this lines up with my Whisper White. Okay, so now that 3-inch piece that we cut, we are going to layer that with our designer series paper. And I will put all of the dimensions on my blog post for today. Let me pick that up. I like the brightness in this pattern with the Whisper White. It's pretty. Okay, and then I have a little piece. This is a 2-inch. It's probably about 2 inches and 2 1/4. I'm actually going to put this in our tag topper punch. Let me see, is it caught on something? There we go. Alright, we're just going to do that. Oh, I must have a little oil or something in my punch. Okay, so for this, we are actually going to just layer this behind like that. And we're going to put a little bit of our white flax ribbon. So I have a piece here that I've kind of just broken apart here and trimmed. So I'm going to take these few strands, maybe 3 is enough. And we are going to use that on our tag. We're just going to keep it simple. We're just going to tie a little knot here, trim it down. Oops. Make sure I get all my strands through there. There we go. It's a great way to use that ribbon. You can break it into little pieces and use it as twine if you want. We'll trim that down. So the only thing here you kind of want to be careful for is I didn't really want this to be showing outside on the back end of my card. So you might want to trim it down a little bit if you don't want your tag to go all the way over to your cherry cobbler. So I think I'm just going to give it a slight trim. So really you just need a 2-inch, scrap of some sort here. So I'm going to put some glue on there, and then let's line this up. That looks about right. And then let's see how, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now we will add some more multi-purpose glue. And let's just center that up. Let's see how I did. Yep, did okay. Not showing. I just want to give that a nice little press. Let me grab my ribbon scissors and we're just going to trim that down. Alright, and now let's do some fun embossing here. So I'm going to set that aside. I have a scrap of cherry cobbler. I have my gold embossing powder. I have my Versamark here. So I'm going to take my embossing buddy and we are just going to wipe our paper so that we don't have any static. Let's grab our I'm going to do it right over here. So I'm going to open up my Versamark. We're going to ink up this tree. I love this tree with the little design to it. It looks great when it's embossed. Okay, and we're going to pick up some of our powder and just lay that right over. Clean and easy way to emboss. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. We're also going to do a sentiment. So I have a scrap here of Whisper White, and it's just big enough to fit our Merry Christmas from this stamp set. And I'm kind of going to stamp over to the left because I'm hoping I left myself enough room to flag the end of that. So let me pick this up. Same thing, we're just going to grab our embossing powder, give that a nice flick. That looks good. Let me see here. A little bit of and I didn't use my embossing buddy. That's why I'm seeing a little sprinkle there. Alright, so let's close this up and let's go ahead and emboss. So my embossing heat tool doesn't get all the way over, so hopefully you can see this. Love it. Alright, so let's take our punch and punch out our beautiful tree. Make sure my paper curled there a little bit. Let's get ourselves straight. Love that. Love the little gold detail. Okay, now I'm going to try to flag this. I'm going to put this face down in my triple banner punch so I can hopefully see the gold embossing there. And I just want to center it and flag. So pull that out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we can go ahead here and finish our assembly. I just love the colors in this. Okay, so we are going to put our Merry Christmas here in the center. We're going to add some dimensionals to our tree. I think I'm going to take the edge here, my dimensionals, and just put that right up the center. Okay, and then we're going to put our tree right there. And then we're also going to use the sentiment, may this special season be wrapped in love and joy, and we are going to stamp that in the cherry cobbler on the inside of our card, just to really finish this off. That looks good. Okay. Give that a little press. And that's hidden behind there. Perfect. Alright, and then let me get myself an envelope. I think I need to grab a new pack. So let's pull out a medium Whisper White envelope. And we are going to take our same Christmas tree. And we're just going to ink that in the shaded spruce. And we are going to stamp that right there in the lower left corner to finish off our card. So there you go. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's Christmas card as well as this fun little technique. I really enjoyed spending time with you guys today. I look forward to being back with you real soon. You will find a full supply list in the description of this video, and if you do need the measurements, you can head on over to my blog at theirishscrapper.com, and I will see you all real soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.